The more I see from this, the less I want to watch it, man.
Oh my god! This trailer
like,
managed to talk me out the cinema. It's like,
I can't believe how badly they have hurt this movie by marketing the movie. It's so bad, dude.
I feel like the editing for this one in particular was odd.
Let's play bits of the trailer that we're gonna have to cut out later. Okay, instead of playing because they'll like hit us for the whole thing. So at least you can get our riveting, insightful commentary out there who are listening on VOD. We love you. Thank you.
Superman.
There's some positive.
I do like that. I do like that little double hit there.
That boom, boom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It gives you like a nice build-up.
The most powerful being.
I mean, does anyone else have a kind of issue with the fact that he can hold up a whole building where it would just crumble around him if he was doing it? But, yeah.
No, not really. It's the strength of American ingenuity and engineering.
Yeah. This isn't. Hey, Chad, this isn't some Australian or Chinese building. It's American.
Yeah.
All right.
It doesn't just shatter into 1,000
The bricks are glued together.
They don't just fall in place.
American
like
steel.
The beams
they don't just fall in place like building 7. Okay.
All right.
Why'd you have to bring up 9/11?
Chad, are you Superman? Are you Superman holds that building up and bald eagles just fly out of the windows?
Are you gonna be complaining like from that one shot where he saves that random Asian woman and like flies and grabs her? Shadow'll be like, you know, that force probably would have broke a neck.
Luckily, Asians have extremely durable necks.
I would like to explain. Can't he like extend like a force field or telekinetic power that brings people, and that's how he holds things together?
No,
I don't think so.
He's just fast.
No, he's just fast. He can hold back. So he can grab somebody that fast without killing him.
I think the Flash, well, at least in the CW series, they said something like that he can control the speed.
The Flash would kill everybody he touched if he wasn't able to control the speed.
Yeah.
Suspension of disbelief.
Exactly.
A tad bit. I'm okay with him catching a building. He's Superman.
We finally meet.
I wonder whose house that is.
Now, as
We finally meet. My name
I
is
would put my logo on my secret base.
He does sound like this a little bit. I'm gonna get you, Superman.
Is his voice? His voice isn't that high pitched in real life.
No, it's not.
It feels like it's a mix. It's a mix.
And he can do a good American accent. We've already heard it. So, yeah, it's something he's going. We'll see if it works.
I'll destroy you. And of course, that reporter you always do interviews with.
And of course,
one with a nice rack. You know, the one with those huge mitts. Yeah, that one.
Why didn't they? Okay, it's clearly like snippets of different scenes that they're like cutting together and making the voice all like get Nicholas back in the studio and record over Skype or something would be better than this. Just record it all in one line. It's just it's that reporter that you spent time with.
Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
It's not that, you know, it's not
like a
the
boy.
dialogue is fine.
Yeah, the dialogue
Sounds like a boy though.
It's the delivery. Yeah.
It would be better if at the end he said, "And your little dog too."
We were just fact checking the
That's
chat, Garrett. Skype no longer exists. Get your shit straight.
Sorry, Zoom.
It died last year. Not sorry, last month.
Is anyone else getting vibes that they're opening the trailer again with like Superman being defeated and beaten down?
That's the theme.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's setting up for when James Gunn's going to come in and save the day.
It's just got an S on it.
Yeah. No, a J. It's going to be a J.
Yeah, this is the real James. It's like I was the superhero all along.
James Gunn. And then he looks at the camera and he says, "The J stands for hope."
It's just a mantle
on my planet. Well, that's what I said before. What does that S stand for? On my planet, it means gun.
James Gunn.
My planet means kill the infidel. Sorry. Okay, stop right there. Stop. That looks terrible. That looks awful.
Where's this? That could look that could look better.
I want to remind everyone, a few of us, I know I was very excited for this movie before they started marketing it. So yes, we are ripping this apart, but like I really wanted to I was really looking for, and I still might like the movie. As I've said, I love the Man of Steel trailers.
Still think it'll be
We'll see.
fine.
Yeah, I thought the Man of Steel trailers were the best trailers I've ever seen, and I ended up not liking the movie. So I'm hoping the reverse happens with this.
Yeah,
The trailers have turned me off. Hopefully, I'll like the movie, but all we can do is call it like we see it.
It'll be
right
better
now.
than Fantastic Four.
I was gonna say that. I think it's gonna be.
If I was gonna choose, I would put my money on this being better.
Yeah.
I just think it looks more meh than like, oh, everything's fucking terrible. There's just nothing about any of the trailers so far that are really.
There's no race, gender, like egregious race or gender swaps in this. So like we got that going for us.
It's a win.
I don't even think. Do you think they'll make Mr. Terrific gay like they did in the CW? I think.
Oh God, no!
The T stands for terrific.
Indeed.
That's the thing. For this movie, we're not talking about, oh, is Sue Storm going to be the leader? Is Johnny going to be not a misogynist? It's like all these. Is Silver Surfer going to be a guy or a girl? We're talking about
dogs and
comics, which is stuff we've argued about for a long time. I do think that when you talk about how the trailer looks and how it's shot, especially some of the later shots that come up, this is the same cinematographer, yes, who did Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but it's also the same cinematographer that did The Flash. Oof. And I see a lot of similarities to The Flash with some of these sequences.
Yeah, and the Flash cinematography was not good at all. The only like decent scenes were when it was dark and Michael Keaton was being Batman.
Guardians 3 was also not very good. Like it was too bright. Everything's evenly lit. It's got the same kind of like, I don't know, sterile.
It doesn't have this. Yeah, it doesn't have the same feel as one. One has way more depth, way more color.
Yeah.
It's colorful without being garish. That's
Yeah.
the key. You can be vibrant without it being like puke.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1, all-time great.
It's
all-time great
it's so
fucking
good.
movie.
I mean, I
think
love
it's
all
my
three.
favorite.
I love all three of those movies, but the first one's just fantastic.
You want to continue? Okay, so like this doesn't look good.
This is the shot we paused on. Superman just showing his crotch.
Yeah.
You get a good look at those trunks, and what they're there is to hold in the super sack. That's what they're there for. They have super sack because that goes flipping around. That can fucking kill somebody. Okay,
Gary, this is DC. You can legally call them the dynamic duo.
I can. The Wonder Twins.
Yeah. James Gunn.
I like it when you were.
It's all safe now. Everything's better now.
In there. I did not know he was doing this movie until right now.
The trailer's great now. The trailer's great now.
Oh man, this movie's got a shot now. It's got James Gunn directing.
Fuck yeah, I like that.
Fortress of Solitude looks good. Fortress of Solitude looks good. I don't mind them using the Chris. I think it looks good. Let's go. And I don't mind them being robots. Just, quirky robots.
There is in the comics. There was.
Yeah. All this is fine. They're going full comic book, and I've been wanting this in a Superman movie forever.
That robot, that kaiju, whatever it fucking is, looks fucking retarded.
I don't
That's
think
from
so.
How to Train Your Dragon.
I say it looks like a dragon.
Eyes are in
a bit on the goofy side.
A little bit. I think it's going to be like early movie kaiju thing.
I know what it is. I know what it is. So.
Oh.
Excuse me, dragons do not exist to look hot for you.
Whatever, Rags. I will whack off to my dragon porn as much as I want.
No. I mean, we're blood brothers on this.
Tell me what to do.
No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, okay, stop. All right.
That's annoying.
All right, let's have
murder.
That's very James Gunn.
That's the most James Gunn thing in the trailer besides James Gunn's name.
That works in the Suicide Squad just fine. It doesn't work in Superman.
No.
It is a tonal oof. That's
yes.
It also has Zack Snyder vibes with the pearl necklace.
It has James Gunn's Peacemaker vibes. Okay,
Yes.
whenever watch the fucking show. which is terrible, by the way.
If we had like context and reference, if this character and him, like if this was Lex Luthor or something, and blah
this character
blah blah,
has to have powers of some kind.
You know what I mean? Like this character has to be a super powered individual. He has a Luthor Corp suit on, which is why he's up there. So do all these other guys that get heat vision by later. But just this scene in and of itself feels weird and off. And then you add in the teeth bouncing off the camera.
Yeah, bouncing off the camera, which I didn't catch the first time because I don't know, because I'm old.
Now,
hit play.
They shot from Mr. Tripp's teeth here. I don't know.
Yeah, they bounce off the camera and they make a noise.
Oh, the noise is that's so bad.
No.
That's bad.
So I can believe that Superman could punch a regular man in the face and not murder him. I guess if he can control his power to
they're
that
all
level.
flying around.
He controls his power, but
silly.
The idea of him punching somebody's teeth out, like I said, you would have to do a lot to explain the situation to me for me to be like okay with it, I guess.
Yeah. There's also no blood on those teeth either. Sorry.
It's sterile. The whole movie's sterile.
Also, the amount of force you need to knock someone's teeth out. He's probably
and a lot of blood comes out. Okay,
a lot of blood comes out.
It's just unnecessary. It's 100% unnecessary. And like Ryan said, maybe there's further context that can justify this, but I just don't see it. I feel like
there's further context from a movie trailer. You're blowing my mind right now, Jeremy. Just kidding.
But putting this in the trailer and showing this is just it's a very James Gunn move. It's what it is.
Is that another bad guy in the top left corner?
Yeah, they're all like Lex Luthor goons.
Yeah, they're about to all get fucking heat vision too, and that's my question towards the end of the trailer. Is like
they must be like some like clones or
all of
3D
them
printed
fucking
bad
dead.
guys.
You know what I mean? Like. Because he heat visions the fuck at everybody, and it's a badass looking scene.
Yep,
it's like who are those guys,
good.
and are they dead?
Good.
Hit play.
Make a move, Big Blue.
Ultraman.
I like the make a move Big Blue from Guy Gardner specifically. That's a very Guy Gardner line. I'm totally down with it.
Big Blue.
Yeah, because he says it when he's impeded by kryptonite.
It's got a little baby in his hand.
Okay, so that's Metamorpho's kid. And Ryan, you talked about it earlier. He is creating kryptonite. He's being held to create kryptonite. So
yeah,
I don't know if they're in that pocket dimension there, obviously, or space.
That's so many characters.
Green?
That's so many characters.
God, now we're pausing it and we're seeing these details and I hate it even more. I just don't like. What the fuck is that crypto right there?
Oh, okay.
Crypto's all over this movie.
He's in this entire movie. We're all going to be shad by the time this movie comes out.
Yeah, you're all going to come over to my side about this.
I still like crypto. Okay, damn it. Crypto's neat.
That was another just wonky looking.
Yeah, I agree.
Shot.
Something about it. Something about it. It looks like a video I'd see on YouTube.
Yeah,
I know we're watching on YouTube.
They're like in lines.
The one where no. It's the one where he's grabbing that big bat and fucking slamming him back a little further. Yeah. Yeah, I'd go here from here.
I mean, I think all of them have problems.
Yeah, it's kind of super quick.
It
evaporates.
I have like
go back
flashbacks
to the beginning
of Flash with it. Like
yeah, no, and what you're seeing is they use this kind of fisheye lens thing, right? So it makes everything look a little wider and a little distorted, Ryan, especially when it's in action. You'll see it in a flight scene too, and they were doing the same thing, and it makes it look fucking goofy. It looks goofy.
I mean, this is the only shot that I have like they've used it every fucking 2 seconds now since they used it the first time, and it's like okay,
yeah, it was good. Yeah, the first 100 times, but we're getting it. It's getting a bit much.
Quit messing around.
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
Yeah, that was James Gunn.
Fucking kill me.
James Gunn.
Yeah.
Kill me. Just do a fucking dance off at that point.
What was the question? Can he tone down the James Gunn? And the answer, I think we've got the answer.
No. It's no. At least in his trailers, he can't.
That's again one of those like, look, Superman has his own style of humor. Superman is just not some like humorless husk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
he could be
between,
He's dry. He's got dry humor.
yeah, but between like the delivery, like I'm trying, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Man's been through a lot. All right, it's been a long day.
Murdered all of those.
Yeah, that's like a big question I have with that is the shot does look really fucking cool, but like, what does this mean for all of these people?
So did the hyperspace ram, right? The hyperspace ram looked really cool, but
insurance benefits for the next of kin. That's what it means.
I thought that Lex's army looked like an android army that was humanoid-esque. That's
they've all got helmets on. They could be.
Yeah, they do kind of look like robots.
If that's the case, then I'm totally cool with him eviscerating them and knocking their parts out and shit. Maybe that's why there wasn't any blood, right, on those teeth. Like, so that's what, like, within context, I can totally.
I don't think they're going to have him killing a bunch of people. I mean, maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but I just
Snyder has conditioned us such that we have to ask this question. Okay, we're not crazy for asking.
Well, you can actually. It looks like he's cut the guy's arms off or something on the laser on this freeze frame.
He'll live.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
They better do that with Power Girl. So this flying, that Fish Islands thing is fucking awful.
That looks
goofy
terrible
looking.
I don't like this trailer.
Oh my god!
Oh, God.
Oh, no! It's back.
Get your tickets new.
Well, now you know where Fury got.
I wanted it as a good Superman movie. Fuck.
I'm gonna be a
You're not gonna get it, Garrett.
No.
Not in your lifetime.
What are we doing?
Man.
What are we
Why
doing?
why do so many people not like us?
Dang it.
I don't know.
Damn it.
I like
So
trains.
lovable.
He's handyman at this point.
It is literally the train photo where it's like right on his forehead.
I think the first trailer that we got is the best trailer for this movie. The one where
I
he's
still didn't like it. Gosh.
Yeah, I liked that one. I didn't love the one where he's the one where like whistles for crypto. Like that's the one I liked.
Yeah.
The first one that wasn't like a quick 30-second teaser or something. But ever since then, like every trailer has gone downhill.
Every trailer, every photo, every poster, every single
Everything.
piece of marketing has been bad.
And I don't like how the movie looks. I don't like the color palette that they have given us with this movie. And it looks cheap. I know it's a meme at this point to say these things look like CW, but like it really does like a cheap CW show.
CW looks better.
I know it does.
the costumes never look way better than CW.
This Superman outfit sucks. I'm just the more I see it, the more I dislike it at this point.
Yeah. Again, I will just say I hope this movie's good. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Yep.
But everything I've seen has made me less and less interested in this movie. And that sucks.
Yeah, I'm just very mad on. I've been mad since the first trailer. I'm mad on it now. I don't like despise everything about every single piece of marketing that's ever been put out for this. They are pulling out all of like the tricks when it comes to it. They are on a massive marketing campaign right now. It's going to remain that way for weeks and weeks, but it hasn't hooked me at all with it.
Yeah, that's just it. There's nothing I've seen in all three trailers. There's nothing massively obnoxious. I don't like the teeth hitting the thing. I think that's stupid. It's overdone. It's a cliche. And ever since it happened in Wanted with the coins, everyone fucking without any talent has fucking nicked it. But there is nothing in any of these trailers that has made me excited. I've been like, oh, okay. And there's not been that moment. And that's what's kind of like concerning, because I'm a big DC boy. That is my thing. And I'm sort of like, I'm with Shad. I hate the fact that they've taken the new 52 costume, then they put the Kingdom Come logo on for some fucking reason, which doesn't make a bunch of sense. And then then they stick the pants on it, which is good, but the pants are too kind of long and they don't look right. And it just nothing about the costume works for me. And everything in the trailer, I think this is going to be messy. From the looks of it, they're going to be juggling so many things. I don't think this film is going to breathe. I don't think it's going to sit. I don't think there's anything that's really there for us to like mull over, contemplate. I think it's just going to be an ADHD's fucking wet dream.
Well, then I'll like it.
Yeah, probably.
And it's made for me. I don't mind the dog. As long as
I don't
it's,
either.
Very,
I don't
very
either.
Partially put through the film. I don't mind crypto. I don't mind any of the comic book shit. I don't mind any of that stuff. That's fine. At least we're just being normal comic book nerds. This would be like us in the comic shop or any other shop, a collectible shop, ripping this fucking thing apart after watching it on somebody's phone. Like, this is normal. At least, like Ryan said, at least we're not talking about like fucking Lois Lane is a dude. And
I'm glad that we're back to this.
Yeah.
Like, this is how we should be complaining.
Yeah, I'd rather complain about the comic book accuracy than complaining about the wokeness at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
At least there's that.
That doesn't guarantee. I mean, that doesn't guarantee it's going to be good.
No, it doesn't.
And I don't want to see Lois Lane fly fucking spaceships, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, with fucking Perry White, like with chomping on a cigar in the back seat. Is that Mr. Terrific's ship?
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, I think so.
It is.
Yeah.
You know
Just
what?
have a cigar.
I really hope they adapt that one comic where she turns herself into a black woman. And
yes,
I really hope they do that in Superman.
Yeah, I'd be out.
In Superman's James Gunn too.
I do like how we've because we race swapped Perry White and Snyder's, we have to keep that continuity. I like how that one.
You never switch back. It's the rule.
Yep.
There's
with Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen, they did.
That's true. Jimmy Olsen was black in CW, and he's not in this. There was one piece of marketing that I couldn't stand, Gary, and I'm sharing my screen.
Where are you? There you go.
Let me guess. Yes, that's it.
This is the piece of marketing that I saw
Terrible.
that fucking pissed me off.
For one, okay, well placed zipper.
I haven't
So
seen
we
this.
want to point that out. Well placed zipper.
Yeah, zippers.
That's good.
yeah,
You never know when you might need to pop those out.
Yep.
yeah.
That is bizarre.
Cool off.
Yeah. It looks like they just had sex separate. Oh,
That's what the zipper's for. We've been over.
kids, that's called a phone booth. That's called a phone booth, kids. Oh, I wonder who this is. Lex Luthor.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
you guys.
You guys, you don't see the camera there. Everybody act natural.
So super
Fucking
James Gunn.
I have a hard time understanding how this movie is going to be this massive success based on the fact that Man of Steel did pretty good, but it wasn't, did what, 600, I think?
670.
At a time back then, but we had BVS, didn't hit $1 billion. We had Superman Returns way back in the day that didn't really blow up like it was expected. I don't see anything about this movie that I'm assuming they think this could be $1 billion movie, but it ain't. I just don't see it.
It's not going to happen.
There's some like fanboys and stuff out there that are saying that. Look, if it's great, if it blows us away, certainly it could.
Yeah, maybe.
I think much more likely you're talking about 700, 750-ish. Like, I think that's kind of the more makes sense.
Depends on the opening.
I think it's more
I think right now what we're seeing is just the effect that when you ever have a movie like this where you have a massive fan, or not massive, but basically a very passionate fan base, they're going to show up that opening weekend, and that's why it looks like it's going to be really big. But that second weekend drop, if the movie is not that great, if it's even just a middle of the road movie, it's going to plummet. And then from that point on, I think 600 plus is probably likely the end point for this.
My original prediction was Fantastic Four and Superman both between 650 and 700.
I don't think Fantastic Four will make that.
I don't think Fantastic Four.
Now I think Superman in that 700 range.
Yeah.
It feels like with the latest news with Fantastic Four and the MCU and everything and the marketing and I think Pedro Pascal fatigue is truly setting in.
Girl boss hitting the wall. Girl boss.
More like a Brave New World.
Yeah. But crypto could be the game changer for this movie. Like to get the normies, to get the normies, dude. Baby fucking Yoda,
Baby Yoda, baby Groot.
It depresses me that you're probably right. That's my
He's
reaction.
so cute. He's a little
That's
puppy.
why they introduced crypto. They're like, oh my god! Every time you put up crypto and you're near a girl, they go, oh my god!
Check the X-ray. She wants to eat the fucking.
I know.
thing.
I know.
Tell me rumbling.
So comparatively to Superman Returns and Man of Steel, the hype for this one doesn't feel any more than it did back then. Like
You're
it feels
right.
pretty
I
much
agree.
the same.
Yep.
I haven't picked up on it if it's there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
with
much
today's-
positive reactions to that last trailer on any social.
And that was a completely different time. Like with today's market, the way it is right now, yeah, it's not
But
going to
what? But we've said this every time we've talked about this. Regardless of our opinions, the overall opinions has been very high.
Very
I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying it's been like super viral, but the reactions to the trailers, and we always focus on likes to dislikes when something is ratioed. Every like to dislike ratio on these trailers has been extremely positive.
Extremely
so it hasn't been like a lot of negativity. I just don't feel that there's this transcendent like next level excitement.
Go back to Superman Returns. You had Bryan Singer like top of his game, just came off of X2. You got Kevin Spacey at the time as Lex Luthor. Like there was like Comic-Con, there was hype for that movie.
Excited for that movie.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I was too.
Ryan, you had a point. So
Yeah. Well, I did just want to say with Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey on the same set, they weren't focused on work too much.
No.
But
Allegedly.
they can share the boys that they had on set. They didn't have to bring in any more. They could just send it.
Yeah,
from
at least
one
they didn't
guy.
have to leave. Bryan Singer, famous for disappearing for a couple of weeks, and Simon Kinberg had to come in and ghost direct for him.
Yeah, I have seen a decent amount of positivity for it. It's hard to parse aside what is just in your algorithm because of whatever.
Yeah.
But there is a lot more for this than there is for Fantastic Four.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, I would
The
agree.
question is, though, how much of it is going to translate? As we all know, social media doesn't necessarily translate to money in the slightest. There's a lot of manufactured positivity and negativity, whether or not we like it or not these days. So it's very difficult to kind of get a gauge. This film is going to 100% live and die by how good it is. And we're going to find out in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah,
couple of 3 weeks' time. So
in rare occasions, we can get a gauge. Like Snow White was pretty fucking easy to figure out. Like,
yes,
Rings of Power pretty easy to figure out. This one, not so much.
what are you talking about? It broke Fandango's site.
Oh, you're right.
Everybody's going crazy. It's breaking records.
You're
saving
right.
lives.
Jeremy, I sit corrected.
Me off the fucking most.
Oh, you can because Ryan. Let's talk about Reacher for a second. One of the most watched shows of last year. There's no fucking online
never heard
presence
anything about
for
it,
fucking
yeah.
Reacher. You've never heard anything about
never
Reacher.
heard
It
it.
just gets watched by a shit ton of people. So that's the normie. That's the person who's actually too busy.
That's the thing with Yellowstone. Remember, Yellowstone was the #1 show forever, and nobody was talking about Yellowstone
It's
online.
because the people that are watching it are old.
Well,
right?
because the people who are watching, yes, they're old and they're working and they've got kids and they're not gonna fucking go, oh my god, this clip from fucking Landman, they're gonna put it up,
yeah.
They're not gonna do that.
My life is over.
Despite the make of this panel, most men like in their late 30s, 40s, early 50s aren't constantly tweeting about the shows they watch. Right?
I can see grandma comes into the living room with her tweet that has 4 likes, and she's like, "Oh, this one's doing gangbusters."
It's why I really love Alan Richson's pecs in this episode.
I need to wash my hands because that was viral.
No, but you're right. So that's the unknown factor. It's always about the normies, and are they going to come in and like? Who knew the normies were going to go and watch the shit out of Oppenheimer? But they did in droves. So we'll see.
That's true.
We'll see.
It's the same with video games too. There are some video games that are just out there getting huge numbers. People are playing it all the time, and just no one ever talks about them. They just keep persisting. They just keep going, keep on rolling.
Yep, it's true. I mean, I talked about it as much as I'm following all the Nintendo news. I did not know what it was going to do, and it broke every record. For a video game launch, and that was hard to gauge even online from the things I follow. I was like, is it really that? I mean, because
there was some criticism out there.
you put GTA on a GTA tweet, and it's going to get 500,000 likes in 12 hours. Nintendo puts a tweet out, it's going to get maybe 100,000 in a week. So it was hard to gauge that. Yet it broke every record.
There's tweets like. And I'm not even kidding, showing scenes from the fucking Marvels going, this is absolute cinema, that are getting millions of fucking impressions. So it's it's important. And most of Twitter now is that's wild. What do you think of this? That's all. That's
Twitter.
all the
Twitter does
can you
suck. Twitter
explain?
does suck. It really does.
Grok. Yeah,
Grok,
Grok. Do I like this?
Twitter really
Is
sucks.
this good to me, Grok?
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.